Hello, my name's Glenn Jackson and welcome to our weekly look at the Match Review Committee, looking at round 9 this week of the NRL Telstra Premiership. And as always, I'm joined by the Match Review Coordinator, Mick Butner. G'day, Mick.
Jacko, pleasure to be here.
I'm going to look first up at Conrad Hurrell. He is looking at a Grade 3 dangerous contact charge, Mick, for raising his knees on Anthony Tupou. Now, can you explain how the Match Review panel came to the Grade 3 for that one? Well,
Jacko, when you look at the Grade 3 dangerous contact for Conrad Hurrell, you'll see by the footage, the Match Review Committee deemed the actions, obviously, it's careless. You can see the change in gait or the overstride, as is the case here, where the knee was lifted. It made direct contact to the head of Anthony Tupou, and the force was considered moderate to high. Therefore, the Grade 3 dangerous contact was applicable.
So can you clarify for us, the Tupou obviously suffered a fairly serious injury. Was that taken into account? Is that taken into account when you are making decisions around the gradings?
Jacko, as per the Judiciary Code, injury can be taken and may be taken into account when determining grading. And obviously we had taken advice from the Sharks in relation to the injury sustained to Anthony Tupou. And you know, that was certainly considered by the Match Review Committee, hence the reason it was around that Grade 3 dangerous contact mark.
Tyrone Peachey from the Penrith Panthers, he was charged with a dangerous throw, Grade 2 dangerous throw for a lifting tackle there. Nick, can you explain the Grade 2? What was the decision there? Why was he a Grade 2?
So Jacko, obviously the dangerous throw, we've talked about this on numerous occasions throughout this period, but you know, there was obviously the elevation where both feet were off the ground of Adam Blair. The head was placed below the hips, and that obviously indicates the dangerous position. That wasn't arrested, and then there was contact with the head of Adam Blair to the ground. Therefore, that took it into the Grade 2 category.
Be very careful.
So the charge of the Grade 2 was sitting.
So some people will say Grade 2 charge for Tyrone Peachey. Greg Bird was also a Grade 2. Greg Bird suspended for 8 matches. Tyrone Peachey is not. Can you explain why?
Well, Jacko, I think one of the key components when you talk about the charges, them both being the same, or as in a dangerous throw, Grade 2, the key element here was Greg Bird did have 3 similar incidents last year, or within the 12-month period, which gave him a loading of 150%. So when you've got a Grade 2 dangerous throw charge, which equates to 325 points, you add 150% loading, suddenly that elevates it up to 600, 800 odd points. And that was the big difference. Tyrone Peachey on this occasion has no prior convictions, no prior charges, therefore no loading. So his is reduced by the 25% if he takes the early plea, which wasn't the case with Greg Bird.
So Butts, the last one I want to talk about, and we're not going to show it, I'm sure everyone's probably seen it by now, Corbin Sims on Willie Mason there on Sunday at Brookvale Oval. Now, he wasn't charged, Corbin Sims, but he was, as far as I'm aware, issued with a concerning act notice. Is that correct?
That's right, Jacko. You know, we've contacted the club and informed them about the inappropriate nature of the incident, and obviously there's no place for that type of incident in the game. So a concerning act, and the club have well and truly been informed of that.
Okay, well that's it for our look at round 9 of the Match Review Committee. I'd like to thank you, Mick, as always, for your time.
Thanks, Jacko.
And we'll see you all next week.